nooit zien. Nooit. Nooit met mijn eigen ogen.
Sir, bully, sir, bully ini.
Where did you get this?
Bully, sir, bully.
Bully? That must mean buy. You want me to buy this? All right, I'll bully it then. Why not? How much?
Satu.
Satu. That's one, I suppose. One coin. Here you are. Satu coin for you. Right then. Can you point me to a decent hotel?
Ah, hotel. Itu.
Itu? That one, eh? All right. Can you show me Itu?
Tidak.
Tidak? Is that a no? Why Tidak?
Hantu.
Hantu? Is that a ghost? I don't believe in Hantu.
Binkleton, you mad fool. You actually came.
You invited me to the far side of the world, old boy. How could I possibly refuse?
So, your parents finally gave up on making an honest man of you?
They gave me a one-way ticket and a modest allowance, on the strict condition that I pursue my wanderlust as far from England as geography permits. Their exact words were, "Do try not to embarrass us from the other side of the planet."
I'm glad you made it safely. There was another ship due today, the Koningin Maria. No word. The harbour master suspects Sulawesi pirates.
Pirates. Charming.
Listen, Binkleton. I didn't just invite you out here for brandy and nostalgia. I have a problem. Someone has been stealing the logbooks from my ship. 3 of them, gone. The Dutch authorities are going to have my head if I can't account for them.
Logbooks? Who on earth would want to steal logbooks?
That's exactly the question. The crew think it's a tuyul.
A what?
A tuyul. It's an Indonesian spirit, a kind of imp. Steals things in the night.
A goblin. Your seasoned merchant sailors are afraid of a goblin.
Superstition runs deep in these waters, Binkleton. But no, I don't believe in goblins. I believe someone on that ship is a thief, and I intend to find out who.
Well, that sounds considerably more interesting than anything my parents had in mind for me. I'll come aboard.
Welcome to the East Indies.
Nasi, rice, nasi.
Air. Water, sir. Air.
No, thank you. Tidak. Right.
Sir, sini.
I'm coming! You're the boy from the docks. You just saved my life. Thank you. How do I say thank you in your language?
Ah, terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Thank you.
Sama-sama. Aku Adi.
You're Addy. Well, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Addy.
Aku Adi. Kamu?
Me? I'm Binkleton. Aku Binkleton. Edward Binkleton.
Aku dan kamu.
Aku dan kamu. Me and you. Dan must mean and. Aku dan kamu. I like the sound of that.
What is that?
What itu? How do I say that, Eddie?
Apa itu?
Apa itu? What is that?
Apa ini? Tidak.
For you. For kamu, I should say. You earned this 10 times over.
Teman.
Teman? What does that mean? Friend. Teman means friend.
Teman.
Teman. Who the devil were those men?
Hantu.
Ghosts. Where exactly are we headed again?
Maluku, the Spice Islands. It's the heart of the nutmeg trade and the route my ship runs 4 times a year, or ran, until the logbooks went missing and my crew started jumping at shadows.
And what should I expect on the way?
Storms. The seas between Java and Maluku can turn murderous without warning. Pirates. The Sulawesi kind who would as soon cut your throat as take your cargo. And if we make landfall in the wrong place, dragons.
Dragons. You're joking.
I am quite serious. Komodo dragons. 12 feet long, venomous bite. And they can outrun a man over short distances. If you see one, do not attempt to reason with it. And the fare? Prepare yourself. I am chicken. Remember that word. You'll be eating a lot of it.
I am chicken.
Nasi dan ikan. Rice and fish. You remember dan and you'll hear it 100 times a day out here.
Nasi dan ikan. Rice and fish. I had that from a vendor last night, I think.
And that's beras, dry rice. When it's cooked, it becomes nasi. If you're going to survive out here, you'd better start learning. You may practice with me whenever you please if you wish to improve your Malay.
I am nasi hantu teman. Chicken, rice, ghosts and friends. I'm practically fluent, but I accept your proposal. You must speak to me in Malay each day, I think, or I shall never learn it.
Of course. Listen, Binkleton. I didn't want to say this in the office where the walls have ears, but I don't think the logbook thefts are random. Someone wanted those specific books, the ones covering the full spice route. Every island, every anchorage, every set of coordinates my captain has ever logged.
Who would need that kind of information?
That's what I intend to find out. On board. Ah, I see you've met my first mate. Binkleton, this is Santoso, first mate aboard my ship, and the best navigator in Batavia. Santoso, this is Edward Binkleton, an old friend from England, who will be joining us for the voyage.
Binkleton, you say?
That's right, Edward Binkleton. And you are? How do I ask in Malay, Skinner?
Siapa kamu?
Siapa kamu?
Aku Santoso, just Santoso. The provisions list. The captain wants your approval before we load.
Good man. We'll walk with you to the ship.
Your first mate has a peculiar way of introducing himself.
He's the quiet type. Been with me 2 voyages now. Reliable. Knows these waters like the back of his hand. Captain Wiratama, may I introduce Edward Binkleton, an old Teman of mine who will be joining us as a passenger for the voyage.
Welcome to my kapal, my ship, Mr. Binkleton. Kamu are Skinner's teman, so kamu are my teman. But on ini kapal, on this ship, my word is hukum, law. Understood?
Understood, Captain. Terima kasih.
Angkat jangkar, raise the anchor.
Apa itu? What's that?
That kapal. Is it following us?
Fishing prow, most likely. These waters are thick with them. Don't let Batavia's back alleys make you see shadows everywhere. I think it's going to hujan, old boy. Hujan. Rain.
Badai, storm coming. All hands, reef the sails. Cepat, cepat, quickly, quickly.
Badai?
Storm?
Lots of water. What's the word for water?
Aya banyak. Lots of water.
Air banyak. Banyak indeed.
Tolong, tolong, help.
Tidak, not on kapalku, my ship. I will never let the sea take one of my crew. Tidak pernah, never.
Air. Water. I won't be forgetting that word.
Lapar, hungry. Perutku lapar. My stomach is hungry.
Lapar means hungry. And perut is stomach, I take it?
Perut is stomach. After that, Badai, we're all hungry.
This smells wonderful. What am I eating?
That's nasi. You remember, cooked rice. And daging sapi, meat of the cow.
Daging sapi. Excellent. And daging means...
Meat.
And sapi must be cow. So daging sapi is beef, literally meat cow. And pork?
Daging babi. But you won't find much babi on this ship. Most of the crew are Muslim.
And the ayam? We bought all that ayam in Batavia.
When do we get to eat that?
Patience, old boy. Tomorrow, I'm told. That's aya. Water. You learned that one the hard way in the Badai.
Aya. Yes, I remember. Aya banyak. A lot of water.
Mr. Binkleton, in Malay we say makan for eat and minum for drink. On this kapal, we makan together, we minum together. That is how a crew becomes a family. So, selamat makan, happy eating. Ini nasi dari Batavia dan ikan dari laut. This rice from Batavia and fish from the sea.
Dari. That means from, doesn't it? And laut. The sea?
Exactly right. Dari means from. You're picking this up fast.
The food is hot, but the water is warm. How do I complain about that in Malay?
Panas is hot. Dingin is cold. But out here, you'd better get used to panas. Dingin is a luxury.
Selamat makan. You know, this is the happiest I've been in years.
Wait until you try the ikan. Fish.
Ikan. Ayam. Daging sapi. I'll be ordering from the menu in no time. Captain, Skinner tells me your crew believe a tuyul is responsible for the thefts aboard this ship.
A tuyul is not a joke, Mr. Binkleton. It is a child spirit, hantu anak. It is sangat kecil, very small, and sangat cepat, very quick. It is kept by a master, a sorcerer, who sends it to steal. It can pass through walls. It can move without sound, and it is always hungry.
And you believe such a creature is aboard this ship?
I know what I know, and I know things have gone missing that have no business going missing. Ceritakan, tell him.
My pocket watch. I keep it here in my hammock, always. One morning, gone. No one came near. No one. My wife gave me a silk handkerchief before the voyage. She said it would protect me. I kept it under my pillow. It vanished in the night.
And Hassan's grandfather's ring, a family heirloom, also gone.
Gentlemen, with all due respect, these sound like the work of a very human thief. Tidak hantu.
Then explain why no man on this crew has seen anything. Not a shadow, not a footprint. We have searched every corner of this ship.
Lihat, look. Tuyul, tuyul.
It went into the cargo hold.
Mr. Binkleton!
Sini, here! I can see Kamu.